How you doing, Morgana? Cool.
I see. Okay.
I can make 12 lockpicks, you don't say. I mean, yeah, no, I'm not gonna use my liquid mercury for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clunk, clank. Clunk, clank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well then. The day has come. Are you all prepared?
What of the calling card, Makoto?
I showed it to Sis. She took it from my very own hands. Makoto.
I understand how you feel, but you mustn't be so downtrodden.
Yeah, if we screw this up, we're done for. It's way more than losing the place we belong. We could even lose our lives here, you know.
It'll be all right. I want to save my sister, no matter what. Has everyone decided? Mm-hmm. All's well that ends well. So much has happened since we first started. You guys have become quite the reliable team. All right, Joker. This is the Phantom Thieves' final heist. Give us the signal.
It's showtime.
So not life will change. No, yeah, life will change. I, for some reason, was confusing it with the wake up, get out there. Now it has lyrics. Unfortunately, can't be talking too much over it because I think it's still going to be, you know, hit by YouTube, automatic, you know, third-party copyright.
Let's go.
So, gonna keep talking over it. Hopefully, gonna deter those silly YouTube bots a little bit more. There are there are YouTube uploads of the song if you ever want to listen to it yourself. Also, before I move on, we are at 100% security level, but no treasure demon on that one. Oh well. Gotta mute it, or like lower the volume of it by just holding third eye.
Whoa.
Huh? Where's the treasure? It seems you came just as I had planned. Has she planned? No. Was the treasure put on display to lure us here? So that's why we could faintly see its shape. First off, allow me to compliment you. I never expected you would be able to make it this far. You would much rather have the treasure than your words of praise. Where did you hide it? Come, we shall put an end to this once and for all. It seems as though she wants us to pursue her. Damn it, she's mocking us. Let's go after her. Okay, but is there anything else in the room? It doesn't look like it. Running to the elevator.
Do you have a moment?
This elevator would most likely take us to Sai-san's location. Is everyone ready to go?
Yes.
Sis, I'll protect you no matter what it takes. Take your time.
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
You are making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the mess. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been more noble somehow.
Like, Sai, I feel like her palace shouldn't be as big, because, like, the people who go from mementos to owning a palace are those whose desires and, like, distortions end up being, like, way too big and powerful. But Sai, for some reason to me, does not feel like she should have a palace. Like, if anyone, people like, I was gonna say the Kawakami, her, like, the extortioners, like the people who are extorting her for money just for their own personal uses, Futaba's uncle, maybe one of the other parents of the, of either Hifumi or, Shinya. Maybe Shinya. I feel like they could have palaces more than Sae, because she does not seem all that distorted to me, personally. But then again, what do I know? Maybe I'm just judging them based on how severe their villainous actions are, not necessarily how distorted their views of the world are.
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil. I must win, no matter what.
This is nothing more than self-righteousness.
All we need to do to determine who is right is battle. Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Is this?
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now, come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
May the best player win!
All right, let's do it!
Persona!
I guess just start off strong. Oh no, DualShock 4 battery level low. Another physical attack.
May the best player win!
What the?
Now let us play a game of roulette. The stakes will be our lives. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here. One must follow the rules.
We already told you. There's no way we're gonna follow your rules anymore.
That's fine by me. Such troublesome people will just face the penalty.
There's a penalty
Let's
for
go.
not spinning the roulette. What should we do? I don't know what's
Persona!
It's trial and error time.
Garuda!
Persona! There we go!
Ready, anytime.
This is a quality show. So I decided that the best course of action for this fight, just so I don't run the risk of having my controller run out of power on me, is to grab the cable, a lengthy cable that I use for my phone, and plug it in that way. So hopefully it is actually charging. This particular cable is starting to show its age, so hopefully nothing happens. But anyway, let's charge up Magia again. And we'll do Makarakarn. Yeah, let's toss it on Haru, I guess.
Here.
Tetrakarn would be
You will
optimal, though.
predict which pocket the ball will fall into. Now, the time has come for our first round. Choose where you will place your bet.
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we bring that up, she'd just ignore us. We should go along with the game for now, and try to gain evidence on her methods of cheating.
I agree.
Well,
How will you bet? I'm gonna do a safe or low return bet. Doesn't matter which one you pick here.
have you made your decision? Then let's see the results.
Oh, there's a glass thing on there. Black 13.
We lost. Have you figured anything out, Joker? Really? How is she doing it? See, you're right. It did seem like the ball floated for a split second there.
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk her way out of it. Have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who's gonna be the sniper.
We cannot allow this cheating to continue. I'm ready.
I'm gonna go send Ryuji.
Leave it to me.
May the best player win.
The stuff displayed on the monitor changed. That must mean the betting changes every time.
Persona!
I'm gonna...
This isn't it.
No, I want to do just something
Look for their
standard.
weakness.
Heal everybody.
Rather self. Ha! Thank you so much.
Everybody but Ryuji, of course. We'll put a Makar Karn on Joker, I guess.
The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is to wait for the next roulette spin.
Very well, time to make your bet. Well,
I'm gonna do a risky high return bet. Let's do 13 to 24 because why not?
hopefully your prediction will be correct this time. What?
Joker! What was that about fair and square? You were totally cheating! You coward! What are you
Look
so
at the
quiet
slingshot
for?
behind
Say
Joker.
something.
Shut up! Shut up!
Morgana's being obstructed by his own slingshot. Incredible.
What the?
Cheating? Unfair? Silence! This is my world! I am the law! I am everything! No one in this world deserves to win except for me! If you still dare to defy my justice, then prepare to be totally crushed!
So this is her true nature? We're finally back to a normal fight. Good luck, Joker.
I wonder how this boss fight has changed. Oh, here we go.
What the? The roulette panels changed?
How about this?
Do I have to be cautious of the penalty too?
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her.
Come!
I'm gonna...
It's time. This isn't it.
Well, I get penalized for that. No, okay, good.
Eat this!
Persona! How's this?
Wind. So, does that mean anyone
My
with...
justice
Oh no,
has
she's just gonna
revealed.
use wind.
I
Gotcha.
must judge evil like a furious
So
tempest!
Ryuji's gonna take a hit here. Oh, hey!
She's going to come at us with wind. Stand
Alrighty, cool. Let's do... Already charged it up. Magic's better with her. Let's actually lower her defense.
Persona!
I will win.
Okay, so she's strong against physical attacks.
Thanks!
Wait, but why? She wasn't before.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Idea.
Persona!
Yeah, let me just do this right now. Do I have a stun gun?
Time for this.
Evade wind, hell yeah.
Persona!
Okay, well, let's give this a shot. Jesus, okay.
Persona!
Matarakaja.
Persona! Ha!
He already has one, right? Yeah, so we'll just do Makarakarn on Ryuji this time.
Only victory matters. To guarantee it, you have to be willing to do anything. Doesn't might make right? No matter what happens here, I need to keep winning.
What kind of logic is that? It's about time you came to your senses.
Take this!
Persona! Ravage them! Persona!
Time for my persona. Ah! Persona!
Actually, let's use one of those vegetables we got. What was it called? Earth beans or star onion?
What next?
Yeah, star onion on Nagia.
Die, die, die!
Ow, 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 ow! What?
Knocked down.
Take this!
Well,
Okay.
was not expecting that, but
Go down!
she didn't even get to use her scary attack though. Everybody ranked up, leveled up.
Courses through me.
Good job, team.
I've awakened to a new power. This will help me do better.
Yeah, because I already have Wings of Wisdom. It's kind of redundant.
So I've lost.
Sis!
Quick note, in my previous Persona 5 playthrough, I died right when I was about to land the final hit on her, and had to restart the whole fight. Completely over. So yeah, that was fun.
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
sorry?
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations? Twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san. She's just like my father. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you will be lifted as well. This deal we made? was a great experience for me. To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the Phantom Thieves. By no means. This shall be the end of our working together. That was part of our promise. You haven't forgotten, have you?
All right, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you all right? I am. Let's go.
Huh? Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? What the hell's going on?
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good.
We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It doesn't make any sense. What's going on here?
There are more coming? This'll be dangerous if we don't do something.
Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded. A team this large would be discovered immediately. We had best split up for our escape. Although, we'll need someone to act as a decoy. No, that's too dangerous.
Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet. Once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Please don't do anything reckless, okay?
I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back.
We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember?
Even more are coming!
This truly is a painfully reluctant parting.
It seems we had best hurry.
We'll see you later.
Now, if you remember from the very beginning of the game, this cutscene played, or at least a bit more of this cutscene played. So we have caught up to the present day almost.
There's someone here.
Turns out, these are all cognitive beings, except for these guys in black suits. That's a good jump, Joker. I almost said good joke, Jumper.
Hey, up there! He's here. Moving immediately.
Good. Now get running!
This is our only chance.
Stay calm. You can get away now. We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end. What was that? Don't worry about us. Just concentrate on getting away.
And
But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
There he is!
time to hop.
Run, get out of there!
Gotta keep talking,
The enemy's focused.
Everyone remember where we're meeting up?
because Life Will Change is still playing.
Stop right there!
Hey, what's up?
Take him down, Joker!
I'm too high level for this. I should be able to instant kill them. But no. Instead, I have to fight this guy. I want to say he's weak to ice. By the way,
I am Arsene, another you that exists within. Ah, we meet once again. You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you!
Comparing power levels. No threat. Get
I'll
him, Joker.
just run with this guy. We'll do Cyanide, I guess. 'Cause I think he uses fire magic. Yeah, so I'm just gonna repel that. He's gonna block it, I think? No, just resist it.
Everyone else, use route B.
Your fate will soon be determined. Recall everything. Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends. If you are fated to continue past this point, then we shall surely meet again.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. You defeated them with ease. More of them? Be careful!
Hey, what's up? Swipe. Victory
Joker
or
behind
defeat.
you. Go through that door!
Door.
You should be able to get out that way. Hurry!
Dude, can he even hear us?
Don't worry, I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker! Hmm? Wait a sec. What the? I'm getting a weird reading heading your way. Come on, run!
So, worth noting, I don't know if I ever said it before, but that whole dialogue with Futaba, that was never voiced in the original.
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What?
Up ahead, stop! This is bad. Hide, Joker. You'll never get away if you just keep fighting. Hide in the shadows and sneak past when you see an opening. Teaching you about the ambush mechanic.
Alright.
Now's your chance. Make a run for it. Running. Grappling hook. How many of them are there? Everything okay? The security level might rise if you take too much time. I know. I'm looking for another route. Just hang on. Oh, perfect timing. Joker, look up. Can you use that thing and just fly over there? Whee! That was pretty acrobatic. Alright, go straight from here. From there. From here, there, there.
Joker, stop! It's an enemy right near you!
Those look like dice, not an enemy. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up?
Even you can't take on this many. Huh? Joker, that weird reading from earlier is closing in on you too!
Oh yeah, that's just backup.
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting!
Third place, my ass.
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai!
The enemy readings have decreased? That's...
Olay.
It's been a while since we last fought side by side. But this time, it's my turn to come to your aid, Senpai. Now let's win this!
Alright, so this guy is weak to... I don't know yet, actually. But... Wait, these guys have counter, right? It probably doesn't matter. I have a block move. There she is.
Too late to be sorry. I think that's the last of them.
I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay? Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way. You need to book it right now.
Please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief, right? Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere.
See ya. Thanks for the help.
However, please don't forget the promise we made, okay?
Joker, you need to get out of there! Go, go, go!
Alright.
Go up the stairs at the end of the path. Just a little more, so hang in there. Talking. Trying not to get the VOD hit for... Not the VOD. I'm not even streaming this. Trying not to get this YouTube upload hit for third-party copyright. Ah, the YouTube police.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him. Let's go. Go, go, go. Get over there.
Gun. Can I have that ability where I revive with full health?
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
No, not my sick gloved hand. Persona 5. I don't know the significance of the other letters and numbers. Let me save now because I worry that I'm not going to get the right answers on the first go. Even though it's kind of obvious. Because I fell victim to it my very first time playing. Pick the right answers, otherwise you get a game over. Also, this is entirely the same, so we're just gonna skip it. It's the same cutscene that plays out at the beginning where Joker takes, like, he has to sign his name and everything. And here's Sai again.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor Sai Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
Contrary to what happened at the beginning of the game, the SIU director didn't have a portrait ready to go.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Well done on making it this far, inmate.
I guess, real quick note that I just remembered about the cutscene I skipped. I think the butterfly that shows up says something slightly different, but other than that, it's the exact same cutscene.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
Meanwhile, back in the present,
That drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice.
That's my other name.
I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence. I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you in this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto.
Don't know him.
One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki.
Never met her.
Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa.
Sounds weird.
The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura.
That person exists?
The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura.
No comment.
And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima.
Hey, that's your name.
Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
I think initially I had said that's right on my very first playthrough of playing this game. Never heard of him.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them? I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
So, they really make you go out of your way to fail this. Like, you have to move the D-pad in order to actually pick the wrong answers on those first two questions. But in this one, you can see that all three of them, all basically the same thing.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them? Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things.
Oh, and you are?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of? Saving others? What an awfully simple response.
That's my other name.
You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story. After all this, you're still...
The drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey, can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer. Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Interrogation room. That's right, if I remember...
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye. Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask.
That's my other name.
Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. This is something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? What do you recall? If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
Just take it easy on the table.
You mean this?
Yeah, it's a phone.
I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone? The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Not a teammate.
Not a teammate? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you? What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
Feels as if Sai finally understands me.
I am thou.
Max
Thou
judgment
art
rank.
I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
Isn't judgment spelled without the first E? Cooperate as comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth. I'm glad they have not yet, like, actually done anything with that, that ability.
I'll be going now.
Hello, I must be going.
What good will this do, though?
Emerging from the shadows, huh, Akechi?
Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
Akechi's actually evil?
Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
I hate Akechi.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
The small updates they did to Akechi's portrait there definitely make him look a lot more intimidating.
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Well. I can't believe Joker's fucking dead. Yeah, he's already dead. You're good.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance.
Arguable considering Joker barely says a thing in that group.
I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
Akechi-kun, what are your thoughts about how the murderer, shot the guard while he was in the chair and then shot his head while he was still sitting in the chair? Akechi-kun, what's wrong? Why aren't you answering me?
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
The plague?
No, it can't be.
Giving a heart attack, a totally different,
Even me. God damn it.
definition.
Shit.
Pee.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
She technically just entered the metaverse, judging by that little purple aura that flared.
What is it?
So, by all accounts, she should be able to hear Morgana now.
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young man who is...
Can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise.
My other name.
Behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against
Yusuke's hanging out with his bird.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any
Joka, Sukaru, Queen, Pansa. I didn't get to see the others, but I'm assuming it was Nuaru and, yeah, maybe Kuro.
Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never
Or
turned
no,
in.
and Fox,
That's quite the surprise.
probably.
I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
Birds. 8 of them.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good place.
Get your hand off of her.
Breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It would be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
kidding me? We got him.
Velvet room.
It would seem as though you have been killed.
Looks that way, huh?
But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan.
That is my other name.
How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
The first time I sensed something was off. That's right, it was during the school festival. This was the first time? Morgana will say otherwise.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too then.
Way back when I was just a little bitty boy.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
A sketch, sorry. He's suspicious.
Yeah. It's impossible not to think that of him. Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right away. There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough. Right, we really need your help.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
Like a mosquito.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect. Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
Futaba's gonna do something? I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Meanwhile, back in reality. Meanwhile, in the metaverse.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. I can't believe Joker's still fucking dead. Meanwhile, in reality... I'm good. Hey, that's my other name. No, that's Akechi's other name. No, that doesn't even make sense. He doesn't use that name. I heard they arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. We can finally breathe easy now. I guess he killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never know his motivation. I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away.
Hey, are you all right? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening? Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool.
Damn straight.
His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity. Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one. Yeah, that's it! It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been? You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all. That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it. Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it? I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, Cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Plus, he can keep out that pompous guy.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
Is that my other name? Story of the summary. Yeah, you got it. Scratch that, reverse it.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
The meeting of the minds, or in other words, the meeting of two people who are just so concerned with themselves.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
The park.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right? Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you were in the media's attention as a young
Exposition.
politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers.
I had a line of dialogue, like a joke to make about Oh yeah. Every now and then you just need to get with one of your partners in crime and just expose your whole plan to each other.
If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests.
Pot, kettle?
The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one.
I'm coming.
Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well,
looks like things have finally
how do I
settled down.
put this?
Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well,
She's right. Let's take it easy for today.
So.
Oh, by the way, the police report on your death isn't gonna show up at your school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijima worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me. They haven't even said anything to me, even. What? As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine.
Well,
and I guess that if they reported your death now,
this?
they'd basically be saying you were a Phantom Thief. They can't really go announcing what the Phantom Thieves are, so I'm sure they'll avoid that.
At any rate, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. But even that's putting it too lightly. You had it rough in there, didn't you?
Sorry.
Akechi was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. But thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kinda came in handy. Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi. This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it. Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh? It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan. Want me to explain how it all went down? It might take a bit.
Do it.
Well, since the rest of us didn't get captured, we had to act. We had to pretend we never wanted you to get arrested. Pretend the suicide news was a real shock. Basically, we had to act like we didn't know anything, 24/7. The enemy knows who we are, so we couldn't let our guard down even once while you were gone. If they had people watching us and realized what our plan was, they would have killed you immediately. Want to hear more? Another tough part was figuring out how to get Sai Nijima and Akechi back from the metaverse. In order to return to reality, you have to go back to the point where you came into the metaverse. So, Sai and Akechi had to go through where the nav was activated, as in, the hall where they met. Akechi would just come back the same way after the assassination. The real issue was Sai Nijima. We needed to stop her for a moment before she headed back toward the interrogation room, but nothing can be sent to a phone inside a palace. So, I had to program the messages in beforehand. In doing so, I made it seem like the messages were coming at that exact moment in time. That part was kinda last minute, so I had to pull an all-nighter trying to get it set up. I'm really on a roll here. Wanna hear some more? Let me see. Another problematic thing was... Oh yeah, tying Akechi up. That was really tough. I obviously don't mean the real Akechi. Even if we could do that, it would ruin our plan. The one we had to tie up was Sai Nijima's cognitive Akechi. This part's really complicated. I know you're tired. You sure you want to hear all of this now? Well, we needed to lure Akechi into Sai Nijima's palace and have him kill the cognitive version. But Akechi would have entered the palace immediately after meeting Sai Nijima in the hallway, right? Because of that, there was a pretty decent chance he'd run into the cognitive Akechi. And if that happened, Akechi would have totally realized we'd lured him into the palace. Nobody actually even thought of this possibility until the night before the assassination. Makoto realized in the middle of the night, then it was a huge mess trying to figure out what to do. In the end, we chose to sneak into the metaverse while the plan was happening to tie up the cognition. Because you told Sae to show him the phone, we expected her to chat with him for at least a bit. So, we had a few minutes to strike after the cognitive Akechi showed up, but before the nav activated. It was Operation Tie Him Up. Though it wasn't really much of an operation in the end. Thankfully, Sai Nijima didn't know his true nature, so the one that appeared was an ordinary kid. It was pretty simple surrounding him, knocking him out, and tossing him on another floor. But man, watching Makoto's skill was super amazing. I guess she does use Knuckles as her weapon. Basically what I'm trying to say is, appreciate what everyone else did. I just can't help but rant when I'm talking about stuff that interests me. Sorry about that. Just focus on resting up.
You don't have to worry about anything else. And seriously, well done.
Alright. Whoa, whoa.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that... So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Just lingering at 3%. Apparently Akechi arrested the leader of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. I'm so glad Akechi's back. I hope they can catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves too. He really is amazing. Take your time.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused, but as long as you're safe, don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. So, if you've maxed out any of your confidants at this point, they will send you messages to make sure you're all right. So I should be getting one from Chihaya, from Yoshida, from Mishima, I got one from Kawakami. Sojiro already knows. Kasumi, I guess, is gonna be one of the things that shows up. But who else? Takemi, she's gonna bring something up. Haven't gotten to Shinya, haven't gotten to Hifumi, haven't gotten to EY, haven't gotten to Oya. Is there someone in Shibuya that I've met? Well, Ryuji. No one at school except, well, Maruki, I guess. Maybe he'll text. I don't know. And is there another one? I don't think there's another one that's coming to mind right now. So, yeah. How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together. Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear you're like monkeys in a zoo. Huh? Oh, yeah. I received word from Ogami's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Ms. Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now, but I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck. Hey, you don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are gonna be showing up.
Okay.
Let's try and think of the keyword once the Chief's curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him.
You know, I've been wondering, if he's behind all these mental shutdowns, doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives?
This man seems to be truly unbelievable.
Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now.
Masayoshi Shido. How many has he killed over the years?
What can we ever understand, or how can we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man?
Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site?
Let's try that. If we're going to go, I'd like Nagia-kun to join, but will that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there?
We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed.
Alright, let's have Nagia-kun join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen.
Okay, well, let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force that bastard's palace open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
Morgana, that's what my hoodie is for.
You going out? You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions have not been met.
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
Or maybe like a prison.
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
Conditions have not been met.
It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Double quarter.
Is that even possible?
Double quarter circle forward, half circle back, full circle punch.
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay? We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. No matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
Pee 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 pee. Tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old, and he has gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title.
Apparently, he also won a contest for who people would most like to have as their boss.
Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the Prime Minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
It's a lot of love for Shido. I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out.
Let me guess, I can't go out today. I cannot, but I can do things around the store. No need to read. I could maybe make curry, I guess. Maybe not. Could make more infiltration tools, but probably not a good idea. Let's do some training. Or at least, I say not a good idea as in there's no need for me to. I'm gonna take some imported protein. Let me take some regular protein.
Now, let's carry out our plan. Okay.
Alright, you can do this. Clear your mind and focus on your center. Don't give up. Push past your limit. Good job. Let's keep up the hard work.
Nice
Seems like you gained some strength.
Alright.
Looks like you're getting results from that protein shake.
Well then.
That should put an end to the case. It's just like Shido-san said. We can't go wrong leaving things to Masayoshi Shido. Wait, what? Did I read that wrong? Shido-san's gonna be in this election too, right? Politicians like him are promising. Akechi is bae. My fortune reading said that you're okay, but I'm still worried about you, so please let me know. I'm relieved to hear that. You appear to have avoided your destiny of death. However, I can't see anything past that. Please be extra careful. If you're unsure about anything, I'll be waiting at the usual spot. Takemi? Yeah. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine.
Something about the Phantom Thieves on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up.
It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anybody's figured out the keyword.
Take your time.
Last one. Diamond mine.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about. We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh right! The candidates are currently campaigning!
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
Jackpot! Oh, sorry, I'm remarking on Ryuji's jacket. Damn brat, I'll sue. Sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Hmm? Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
They run.
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station.
And Haru.
This way. Hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
I just remembered I'm about to get sued.
Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope.
Set sail, huh?
So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country.
Nope, right.
So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
Are they following me at all? Nope, they're just chilling out over there.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, brat.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue!
There's no mistake. He's the same man as the one from before.
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future.
Yeah, especially when one of your brake lights is busted up. Do you see that? There are cracks in it.
Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit.
That's... never mind.
So what do you think after seeing him in person? Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
So, worth noting here that Ryuji and An had the palace of Kamoshida to handle their, like, injustices. Yusuke had Madarame. Makoto had Kaneshiro, who's taking advantage of the student body, and she was trying to protect them. Futaba had herself, but that's, like, the one outlier. And her villain of that palace was her twisted opinion, or twisted memory of her mother. Haru was her own dad, who was like setting up her her life for her. Akechi was Sai, who, for all intents and purposes, was like the final road, or was a roadblock in the progression of his and Shido's schemes. And now finally, we're into Shido. We're gonna infiltrate his palace, who is at fault for Joker being like his inner turmoil, basically. So everyone has had a palace centered around their inner turmoil in some capacity. Akechi's is like wishy-washy, but then again, he wasn't really a Phantom Thief to begin with, so.
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who set you up?
Okay, I don't know if I saw that right, but Yusuke looked like a zombie before An's splash art right there just covered him up.
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit.
Nope.
Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different.
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the keyword for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
The guy behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist. That's my other name. Oh yeah, those clothes. You'd stand out if everyone else was wearing their school uniforms. It might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. Whoop. Almost dropped my phone. That would have been embarrassing. I can't leave, right? Cannot leave because, duh, I'm supposed to be dead. Let's try training again, I guess. Well, no, let's see if there's a crossword I haven't done.
I just end up studying. Okay. Dippa dippa. Training.
Oh, you want to do it?
I'm gonna save on protein, so I'll take nothing.
Now, let's carry out our plan. Okay.
Alright, you can do this. Clear your mind and focus on your center. Don't give up. Push past your limit.
Nice going. Well then.
Evil is destined to perish? Damn straight. Seems like there would be a higher voter turnout at this election. It'll totally be an easy win for Shido-kun. He really got famous for all that Phantom Thieves business. He's on track to become Prime Minister. Guess I should be on Shido's side. Justice with Akechi. Well, that is his arcana. I've actually been paying attention to the news lately. Aren't you proud of me? Don't you leave it on hoping that Akechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you. He's a real hero. I think Masayoshi Shido is even more amazing, though. He's the first politician I've ever believed in. Oh, I know Shido-san, too. Sounds like he really wants to improve the country. Can't they see they're being lied to? We have to do something. Oh. Alright. It's not true that the Phantom Thieves leader died, right? Thank goodness. There's no way the Phantom Thieves could be defeated. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade. I feel like the only confidant that won't show up at any point during this, judging by that, because Shinya's not at max rank, is going to be EY. The Phantom Thieves have been on the news recently, so I was wondering how you're doing. Are you going to give up without accomplishing your goal? So you're okay? That's a relief. I'm expecting great things from the Phantom Thieves. If you need anything, I'm happy to help, my comrade. Feels pretty weird seeing you around on a weekday. You're taking off tonight, right? Sheesh, you're such a risk taker. Listen, make sure nobody notices you, okay?
Have to do something about the keyword for sure this time.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long. But we still have no hit.
Matt Mercer's right next to you.
It's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys. He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others. Fortune, rich people. Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
Is it a car?
It was a match?
That'd be hilarious though if Shido's palace was just a truck. Like an 18-wheeler, but it stretched out extraordinarily long.
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Beginning navigation.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet Building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different. That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba?
Joker, where are your glasses?
Futaba?
What is it?
It's a continuity error. Joker had his fake glasses on in the previous scene. Hey, that's water. Kind of impressive that they didn't notice this before.
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
Ryuji with the face.
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure. All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Now, as usual, we aren't going to get very far into the palace.
Wait.
Before we get kicked out and get told, all right, here's our deadline, mission start. Oh, right. If our clothes aren't changing, I guess he doesn't see us as a threat yet, huh? Speaking of that, should Nagi have been disguising himself on the way here? Seeing someone in a disguise with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird. Well, we won't have to worry about any of that once we steal the treasure. Let's do this.
Indeed.
Masayoshi Shido's palace. I wonder what awaits us within. Let's go find out. It's time we begin our infiltration. Costume party! I understand why he might already see us as a threat, but why are even the passengers wearing masks? Think they're trying to be Phantom Thieves like Noir was with that beauty thief stuff?
That's quite enough.
Whatever the reason, it reflects Shido's mentality. Surely he doesn't view others normally.
You're
Given the
right.
insane nature of his distortion, I'm surprised they even look like people.
Listen
It's
up.
very likely we'll end up in battles from here forward. Be on your guard, everyone.
I can feel
We
it.
can talk to people if we want to, but I don't want to.
Huh?
Joker, an enemy.
What?
Ugh, it's attacking us with all these people around? It's Cerberus. Now, I can't remember if he was a fire monster or... Okay, so he's weak to ice. I have my Bufula.
Ravage them!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. Beat him up.
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Indeed. Those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team.
I recognize that voice actress, but I'm not sure from where.
These people. Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed?
You know what? It might be a similar voice actress who did the voice of in Gurren Lagann. I want to say it was episode 6? It was the episode called "Sit in the Hot Tub Till You're Sick," where they go to a hot tub or like a bathhouse out in the mountains, and it turns out to be a giant gunman, like a mecha. And the proprietress of the establishment has a voice that sounds exactly like that one woman's in the lobby. Like the exact laughter and cadence and everything was there. So I wonder if it's the same person.
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him see what this ship really is.
Sorry for taking up time trying to recall what the voice actress was known for.
Hey, show me your true form.
Disaster Shadow.
Have a bad feel. Ice attacks are out. Persona! But don't let your guard down.
Wait, actually,
Ice attacks are out.
okay, just nulls that. That's fine.
Don't let your guard down.
So in that case, let me just do Freydine.
You're mine.
Ooh, free stuff. It's like fireworks. Oh, so much damage.
Ah.
One out of persona. Just a little.
Oh, you know what? I haven't recruited this one yet, so I don't know why I'm just trying to beat him up as normal. Let me do a Ice Magatama.
Using this. Ooh, not that noir.
Irritable.
That Shadow's no happy camper. Be serious and don't make light of stuff.
Think it through.
Damn it. Guess I should have done a warning shot. Olay.
Here I go. Speed up.
Persona! Fortuna!
Let's try that again. Never mind.
Defeated. All right, Joker.
All right.
We can make more weaponry at the Velvet Room.
I can feel it.
Take note of the green outlined shadows over in the back. At least I could have sworn. Yeah, there's one. So we are still really high level.
I'll reveal your true form.
Another Cerberus. And Sarazbat.
Beat him up.
Does Morgana still have nuke? I'm gonna test that.
Go down.
I don't remember what I gave him.
Right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
No. Ah well.
It's time. Titania!
Freydine.
There.
Knock them right off their feet. Don't move nice, now. Joker.
This one's so angry. I think it won't have any patience for niceties.
I am thou, thou art I.
Your power's incredible, Joker.
That works. Scare him with a warning shot.
Okay. I have something.
A Daruma, or Daruma, where if you paint in just the right eye, it gives you good luck during whatever endeavor you set out for. Or at least I think that's what that's all about.
Show me your true form.
A treasure chest. There must be something good in.
Fear vial.
I can feel it.
I can feel the fear. Hey. Hey.
I'll reveal your true form.
Narcissus. Whoop. Plant palm. Whoop, whoop, whoa. Alright.
Show me your true form.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. Did you say bullet hail? plays it.
Last one! Hit him!
Tch.
That's all of them! You did great, Noir!
All right. Let's see it.
The enemies are gone. We can move ahead.
There.
Hey, that's a treasure chest.
Black Rock. I can feel it.
Some Darumas. Aluminum sheet. Tortoise hairpin. Oop.
I have something.
This is...
I can sense the treasure's presence. It's that way. Let's go, guys.
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
Blair, Blair.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor, 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed. So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared. True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here. We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire. He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
Looks like everyone's taken off to go gather intel. There's no doubt. I can sense the treasure behind this door. Looks like we've already hit the jackpot. Let's go talk to the others. Oh, whoa, whoa, there we go. One of the VIPs used to belong to nobility? Yes, that must be why he can enter the sacred place. I heard he's not easily seen yet either. But why would someone of his stature always be by the poolside? Well, he must like it there for some reason, but I don't think it's the swimming. Haha.
Hey.
Beyond this door is the VIP area, and the main assembly area is a sacred place. Assembly hall is a sacred place? Is that... Bleh. Looks like we can't get in unless Shido accepts us. Oh, so you have the elegance and refinement so sorely lacking in the ordinary citizen. Why did I say so? The ordinary citizenry. Why did I say so before you have? My, such flattery. A high-class aura emanates from you as well. So you noticed. Most certainly. Hey, these guys totally ignore me when I try to talk to them. Do I look that
Do I look that much like I don't got any money? Is it because of the skull mask or something? Some kind of sadist for making me get info from complete strangers, Joker. But I'll do it. I'm gonna avenge my mom. I'm not entirely sure how to speak to people here. I either remain silent or spoke in simple pleasantries during Father's business relations. Even Mr. Oe is a VIP. I just saw him out at the restaurant. To think an important politician like him has been invited here. Well, support from the political world should mean mental shutdowns are as viable as ever. Haha, I'm quite envious. I wonder if there's a way I can get to know him better myself. If you wish. Hearing people speak so casually about the mental shutdown business makes my head spin. It seems as though we need certification from 5 VIPs to become a special customer. These people are willing to share anything. Perhaps it's because their faces are hidden. Yusuke would probably be back here.
I have something.
Not this far back. There he is. So that is the president of a TV station. Indeed, Mr. Shido has quite the large circle of acquaintances. It seems you have to be at least that important to be considered a VIP. I'm truly envious. Why don't you go play the slots with him? That might get his attention. Indeed. It appears these people all want to be accepted as one of Shido's special customers. By the way, I've gained some information on the VIPs. We should discuss later.
Joker.
There's something I noticed too. I actually saw what looked like a map on our way here. Why don't we go check it out? Map. Just as I thought. We'll definitely be able to use this to our advantage. Let's take it with us. We got a good amount of info. We might want to regroup and go over it all now. And I'll go for you. Not great, but not bad either.
I was able to get a bit of intel as well. We should sort through what all of us gained for now.
Well, I took a look at the map we obtained earlier and found what appears to be a safe room. Right here. Oh, it's close. Perfect. Let's go over our intel there.
Joker.
Gotta head to the safe room so we can, like, discuss and stuff. I'm heading over there to like, discuss and stuff. Come on, man. Don't rush me.
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. All right, let's put together the information we gathered.
Gotcha.
So we gotta get a letter of introduction from the 5 VIPs.
And those letters become the key cards?
You're
exactly. Now let's go over what all of us have learned. First, according to my intel, one of the VIPs is an influential politician by the name of Oe. He's supposedly seen at the restaurant at night and sits at a table near the window. I'll go next. I heard about a prominent VIP who used to be nobility? They said he's usually by the pool.
Next is my intelligence. It seems the president of a television station is also a VIP. He always plays the slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly.
Crap, I'm starting to forget people already. Next is my turn.
For real? Even you got info?
Of course, I eavesdropped. Supposedly one of the VIPs is a president of an IT company. He's always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up.
Well then, I'll close this out.
How the hell did you get info with your looks?
Seems like another guy they call the Cleaner is another VIP. I've heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best if we check the other VIPs first. Cleaner? I wonder what they mean by that. Wait a minute. After all the VIPs we listed, this one's a cleaner. Is he really a VIP? Supposedly. I'm sorry, I couldn't get any information.
Me neither, so don't worry about it, okay? Let's just work harder during the battle.
You're right, I'll do my best.
But there's a bigger problem, you know, and my memory's not so great. Anyways, who's who?
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
Let's see, we got Oe in the restaurant, we got that member of nobility at the pool, we got the guy who plays the slots who's a TV producer, then we got the person in the IT business who has an exclusive hallway, and then we have the cleaner.
Really? Wow! We're up against 5 people. The politician Oe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve as keycards. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right? Whoa, now that's impressive. You go, genius.
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room. All right, let's get this done quickly. Hey!
We know how to get into the main assembly hall now. Should we head home? Huh? You want to go back already? There are people in here with special letters. That means Shido trusts them to a certain extent.
It would be best to consider them as powerful individuals. We do not want to get too hasty. Let us take our time here.
Well,
Let us take our time here.
I guess we do have a little time to spare. Well then, let's head back for today.
Okay.
Alright, Joker, let's retreat.
Oh, you're back. So this is it, huh? I'm not worried. Do what you need to. I'll try to help any way I can. Just don't be reckless, got it? The palace is an accurate portrayal of Shido's nature.
What do you mean? I have to agree. I'm sure he's quite used to traveling, especially on extravagant ships. And it should be obvious he's not using his own money for it. There are all sorts of rumors online.
Oh, I get it. He's using tax money. Not cool, Shido.
I think he believes that which belongs to others in turn belongs to him, even people's lives.
That is correct. This country will be a miserable place if Shido becomes Prime Minister.
Right. We gotta pay him back for what he did to Nagia, too. No crossword. Bummer.
Hey!
Ah, well.
The one time we can't have Kawakami help us out. Time to do some training. Well, actually... I'll make some tools in a second, but, Godly Magatama. Blast Magatama. We're gonna do... Yeah, why not? We'll just buy a few more of these. Sure. The more money you spend, the more stuff you can buy.
Okay.
I've got 8 lockpicks, that should last me. So let me make a handful of stun guns. I don't need this many. Freeze spray, that's just one foe, okay. Atom match, some red phosphorus, freeze spray. Yeah, I'll just do 5 of those.
Yeah.
And the rest, stun guns.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Well then.
It's me. Sorry, I know you're tired. It'll be a sec, just hear me out. I've decided what I want to do with Shido after going into his palace. We can't let him run free. If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's definitely gotta be his. Yeah. Man, you knew this whole time, huh? I want to avenge you, that's a no-brainer, but that's not it. If we let him run the country, the weak will be totally effed. Isn't it our duty to protect them? Remember when I told you that heroes who lurk in the shadows are boring? Well, forget what I said. Those heroes are way cooler. Hey, once we change Shido's heart... no, never mind. Forget it. Let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. I'll do everything I can to make it happen. Thanks for listening to me. See ya.
So if you listened to this whole episode, I appreciate you. I wanted to get the bulk of Joker's, like reveal the villains in this one episode alone. So that's why it ran for super long.
Hey.
Also, we're into the winter months. It's almost time. Were you able to sleep last night? So yeah, that's why this whole video has been well over 2 hours. It's getting close to 3 hours now. So if you stuck through all this, thanks for listening or watching or what have you. But the next series of videos is going to be focusing on getting through the palace and everything. But yeah, the bulk of revealing Akechi, revealing Shido, getting Shido's palace ready to go. Just want to get that all out of the way here because it's a lot to digest, and I didn't want to split it up into multiple videos. So that's why this video has been so long. But timestamps aside, like in the description, it's just a way to kill time, I guess, to listen to this entire thing. So thank you. Anyway, I'm impressed. Whatever happens, you always manage to just shake it off. You're finally facing off against your arch enemy. I know you know this, but don't get impatient. But geez, it's been getting cold lately. We might freeze to death before we can change his heart. Let's look to see if we can find anything to help us get warm. Heater. Ah, this is good. It's so warm.
Hey.
Let's take care of Shido. Well, I was just thinking, this might be the last job for the Phantom Thieves. Everyone's goals and ambitions, they're all linked to taking down Shido. That's how I feel. We all became Phantom Thieves for our own reasons. We weren't just playing around. Outside of the Phantom Thieves, you also have friends who have been helping you. They believe in you. We have an important battle ahead of us, and we've only made it this far because made it all this way because of them. There's no guarantee we'll make it out of this. See them as much as you can so you have no regrets. Nagia, I'm with you all the way until the end. This upcoming battle is personal, so we'll do it your way. Now you can fight Shido on your terms. This is valid, by the way. This is, in the original game, the last chance to spend time with confidants. Hasn't Ogami been taking a lot of days off? I wonder if it's got something to do with his record. Okay, I believe I've mentioned this before, but Ogami-kun is back at his family's home. It's a personal matter, so don't go spreading rumors. How long can we keep this up? We need to take care of things before we get caught. Alright.
Hey, are you sure it's okay for him to be down here working right now?
This is new, I think.
I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw him?
Don't worry about it.
Gonna guess Maruki. Oh, nope.
What did I just say?
Nah, still fine.
Senpai? You're not like a stunt double or something, right? Same to you. Wait, that's not my point.
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who set this up. A little surprise from me to you. I asked Futaba to do me a favor.
And I asked Ryuji to pass the message along to Kasumi.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I made sure to give you time to recover first.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm just so happy.
No one cares about my scheme.
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? No reason to stand around. I'm going out for a bit to grab some groceries. I'll let you all get caught up with each other.
So you're Yoshizawa-san, right? Well, what's up? It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, nice to meet you as well, Sakura-san.
Could you at least figure out whether to be polite or casual?
Shut up! Don't you underestimate my people anxiety. Mona tells me that you helped him out in that palace a while back. We are awfully grateful for that.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me out. Not only that, I'd promised to repay his kindness to me, no matter what.
What a refined response. Are we really
That's
around
the
the
name, by the
same
way?
age?
You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that palace in the first place?
That's...
I was wondering that too. Of course, I'm extra grateful that you saved our leader, but if our plan had somehow leaked, then we need to change our tactics from here on out.
It all started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But that day's when...
I got the feeling that something big was going to take place that day, so... I'm so sorry. I was actually following you the entire time.
Wait, we were tailed there?
We definitely had no idea about that. It's like night and day compared to when Makoto was following us.
I've been considering for a while now. Perhaps I should be fighting alongside you if I have special powers like yours, Senpai. I wondered if an outsider like myself should even get involved. But I couldn't just stand back and do nothing. It was nothing compared to how much you've done for me in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not done here yet, are you? Then perhaps I ought to lend you a hand.
Well, we could definitely use the additional firepower, but...
I'm thankful for her offer to help, but Shido is more dangerous than any of our previous targets. It'd be wisest to avoid dragging Kasumi into this fight.
Senpai?
Let her join, though! I assume she's gonna join after Shido's palace for the royal stuff, because Cendrillon wasn't gonna be able to learn anything new until the 70s, and we're in, like, the 60s right now. So, she's not gonna show up until much later, I assume.
Well, you say that, but...
Honestly, we have no idea what risks you would face. Our enemy this time is more dangerous than anyone else so far. Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon ourselves, so this is on us. We're delighted by the offer, but we really can't drag you into this any further. Moreover, you have something to do yourself, right?
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were to press any further. Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation, then I'll wait for you to return. But you have to promise me this. You'll come back safe no matter what. I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I did when I thought you... I really do believe you. It's time I get going. I've got practice today, as usual. Well, be seeing you.
Man, sure must be nice not having to go to school. Don't know what you're talking about. I thought he was saying, don't think you don't know what I'm talking about. A dead man cannot go to school, you know. This would all be for nothing if they found out he's still alive. Doesn't it suck to live like a fugitive, though? Always having to hide your face? Are you alright? You really needn't cover your eyes. Don't try too hard to hide yourself. You'll only stand out more. That's always the hardest. Try hard, but not too hard. In any case, we're ready to put the plan into action. Now all we need is your signal.
Okay.
So, you'll stand out too much during the day, so we need to go at night. We're about to face our toughest target to date. Don't skimp on your preparations. Now, mission start. When Morgana says at night, he means after school, so... Hey, sorry to bring this up now. I know you have your hands full, but What a Flush can do it. I have faith in all of you. Anyway, here's the info I have. This one's cruel. There's a group of scammers out there specifically targeting old people. Apparently they're using some sort of spiritual mumbo-jumbo to trick them into paying up. It really is. Anyway, they keep moving around, so it's been difficult to reliably track them. Apparently the police have just stopped trying entirely. From what I've read online, the representative is a guy named Yoshihito Wakasa. Sorry I don't have any more info than that. Good luck. It might be tough for us to go at a time like this, but the info itself is pretty worthwhile. If we have a chance to head into Mementos, he'd make a great target. Alright. We're done. Next time, infiltration, probably, of Shido's palace. Unless Haru is available, in which case we're gonna go talk to her. Haru's available, we're gonna go talk to her. Alright, next time. Bye.